This is Peter Witchers. I'm here with Charvel at NAMM 2016. I'm going to show you a little bit of our new Charvel line here. So, looking at this wall, we've done a complete revamp of the Chromon series. As you can see here, we have, in addition to last year's finishes, we replaced a few and added a few. We've added some screaming neon colors, which we thought was appropriate, and a couple of features that we've changed on these guitars. Grab one of our San Dimas here. So what we decided to do this year is we have moved the control positioning for this guitar. Previously, there used to be a volume knob right below the bridge pickup, and there was no tone knob. This year, we've moved the volume knob down, but it's still accessible when you're playing, so it's in a perfect spot. You can go straight up and down. We moved the position for the volume knob. We've added a tone knob, and for those Charvel purists who say that, well, I don't really like to have a tone knob because it kind of darkens the sound of my guitar. Good news. This is a no-load pot with a detent, means that when you're at 10 o'clock, it basically clicks in and bypasses the circuitry, so it's as if this one didn't even exist. The reason we added a tone knob is because we have a couple of different coil splitting features on this guitar. Basically, when you're in the first position, you're going to have a full bridge, middle position. Normally it would be both pickups, but we don't really see, there's really not a big use for that unless you're playing clean and you may have two volumes, you can roll one off. So middle position is inner coil. The upper position is you're going to have the full neck position. But in addition to this, you can split the coils here. So in the first position, you're going to have that one single coil. Middle position, you're going to have the outer, so it's kind of like that out-of-facey kind of sound. And you're going to have the neck outer coil on this one as well. So when you roll off and it gets clean, it's always nice to have the option to actually have a tone knob for that. Absolutely. Yep. So other than that, the other things that we've added to this one is we have added a thumb wheel, so you can adjust the truss rod on this one. We've switched from a vintage rod to a two-way dual action truss rod. Because of the fact that we did that, we also took the liberty of adding graphite reinforcement to all these necks. So this is it's a super stable guitar. Yeah, nice. All the San Dimas guitars, as you see here on the wall, have the San Dimas with the floaters are all going to have chrome hardware, except for the metallic black one, which will have black hardware. We also have the addition of some trans finishes over here. We have 4 of them. We basically have the trans red burst, we have tobacco burst, black burst, and trans purple burst. These will have the black nickel hardware on them. Looking down below, we have the SoCal, and other than the obvious differences, basically where we have the pickguard, these pickups are the difference between this one and the San Dimas is that these are Seymour Duncan distortions. We have on the San Dimas, you're going to have the JBF 59s. The other thing that's pretty big for this one is because of the fact that we're using a recessed Floyd. A lot of people they like to go back here and then use the trem arm sometimes. Previously, we used to have an input jack on top of the body. What we've done is we moved it down here. So the reason for that is when you play, you don't actually have the cable that's obstructing you from going back with the whammy bar on this one right here.
Great idea. And these are all available right now?
These are all available right now.
Okay.
Yes. Going over here, we're going to have the last, but not least, the hardtail, San Dimas hardtail. It used to come in a hum-sing version, which we have discontinued and replaced with a hum-hum version. As you can see in this one, all of these models will have the same volume and tone option with the coil splitting like that one. So great. These are also JB in a 59 with white bobbins. We've also added this year 2 new SKUs for the hardtail option with a maple fingerboard for which we didn't have before. These are rosewood, and that was the only option we had before.
Excellent.
Okay.